All around me here, as far as I can see, are the grasslands of the great Chihuahuan Desert, the place that grassland birds from farther north come to spend the winter. But this important habitat of northern Mexico is under threat from agricultural development. And as these grasslands disappear, so do the bird species that winter here, the very ones that spend the summer farther north in the United States.
Grasslands have been eroded and their overall condition has deteriorated through the years. So though when you're in a large grassland area, it feels like there's a lot of grasslands, but if you zoom out and look at the region as a whole, these are just small pockets of grasslands across a massive expansive desert, and they're home to most of the birds that breed across the Great Plains in the US and Canada.
It's been a crisis in the making for over 100 years. Particularly with the grassland songbirds, there's been even less attention and recognition that their plight is really dire right now.
Sometimes it's hard to be optimistic, especially the first couple days when we got down here and there were fewer birds than I'd expected to see. And so I was very surprised that there weren't that many birds here, and for a second I just thought, oh my gosh, this is one of the first times I've felt like, oh no, are we actually going to be able to do anything about this problem? But I am hopeful that we can.
I'm Willem Lang, and we're taking you to fields and meadows throughout North America to see why grassland species are declining faster than any other group of birds. And we'll meet some fascinating people who are working to reverse that trend. If you happen to pass through Tolland, Connecticut, and see someone on a ladder in the middle of a field, it's likely Tom Sayers.
I usually give a box location 3 years, and if I don't have kestrels in 3 years, I remove it.
Tom doesn't climb unless he's tending to a nest box. He's afraid of heights. But his love of grassland birds is stronger.
Actually, it started with bluebirds.
And then he moved to kestrels, American kestrels. The population of these small falcons is in steep decline, threatened in Connecticut. So Tom, a regular guy who loves birds, grabbed a ladder and got busy.
Well, I'm pretty intense, you know. I work hard at things. I like to make things happen.
Tom knew bluebirds, but kestrels? They were new to him.
So I contacted a guy, Art Gingert. He's in Northwest Connecticut. He's been doing this for over 30 years. He is the kestrel person in Connecticut.
5 years later, he's fully into this. He builds nest boxes and places them in fields throughout northeast Connecticut. The idea is to attract kestrels to the nests where they raise families.
Before I started 5 years ago, there were just a handful of kestrels this northeast quarter. I mean, just a handful, maybe 4 or 5, maybe. So this year, I'm on track to band about 125 young, you know, with 30 nesting pairs. So I think it's making a difference.
Working with Tom is Jamie Sidoriak, a graduate student who works with grassland birds.
They are the fastest declining group of birds in all of North America. Really the whole world, but we can only work in one place at one time. So I feel like there's a huge opportunity to do something for them.
Jamie'd heard of Tom, but had never met him until today. He often works alone, but he likes the help. She's the newest member of Tom's team of volunteers working for the same cause.
It's about being able to see kestrels, you know, hunting this field. 5 years ago, you'd have to look for days to find a kestrel. So that's good. That's all good stuff. So it makes you feel good, but I'm always one who wants to do more, and I'm realizing now I'm a little bit impatient maybe, like, okay, we know this works, so let's go.